We can also talk about our group too. So our group for Behemoth is Team 1. We have the head attack. Again, the reason why I decided as a positional based, the boss is way too big. Therefore, we won't be able to make sure that sound vibration needs to reach here. The sound vibration is going to be like this big. So to put that efficiency, we got to group up people. We were looking for a destroyer. And unfortunately, Benji is in a different group for like long time ago, right? The people that he played with for Kinna. So we couldn't really take him. But if Benji was there, we would have made a perfect head attack team. The last member has joined an artillerist. I might be swap him around the team to see if there's any better option. Going from the start, there's me, my gunlesser. I reached 6053. This is probably like the minimal amount that I wanted to exactly push into. I wanted to push more, but I have no gold. We got that. I'm playing red gunlesser as usual. I don't play blue at all for preference case. So we got that. And then we have Saint. Pretty much same as the Echidna party, but he is much stronger now. 1670 max eye level, super Giga Saint. Like Echidna, Saint Tone is our main DPS. He's the strongest in our group in terms of spec, and his class is very strong right now, especially when you're with a proper synergy, which is the Gunlancer. So I was thinking about putting Blade for him for maximum synergy, but Blade will not work here because this guy is way too big. Again, we were looking for a Destroyer, but at the moment we have an Artillerist. So instead of Destroyer head attack, or we get a Hitmaster that is okay attacking stuff from the head. And Artillerist is one of them because he can transform and shield himself too. We were going to ask the Glavier to come in the front by doing the Nightmare build, so we're also talking about that, but I don't think we're putting it that way. So we have the Artillerist here. This is like temporary. We might switch Artillerist with Summoner. We'll see. Keep that in mind that we are trying to just change positions. So the Artillerist, this is Barrage Artillerist, and he's really strong too. He has like a 9/7 stone. His elixirs are really good, and he's been playing the game for a while. He was the last member. I found him through the looking for a group Discord for Korea. He's been playing since I've seen him multiple times during Theomine the First, but Artillerist back then was not that great, so he was kind of having trouble finding party. But too bad I couldn't play with him back then. But now I get to play with him now. When we played a test Theomine, he was really good. So kind of excited that we got him for the last slot. Now the next one for party 1 support, we have MJ. MJ played with us for Echidna. She's max eye level bard now. I don't know why she pushed so much. Her bracelets are really good too. She has all the bracelets. I guess she's playing Chaos Dungeon right now. This is stuck as a Chaos Dungeon. And again, since Saint Tone is our main DPS, MJ is our main bard. I think we're gonna keep her using Thyrain for Esther. So going over to party 2, we have Scylla. He recently joined as well because he had some time. The problem is Scylla can't play on Thursday. So our goal is to play and finish the raid on the first day, but if that is not possible, we probably have to find like a replacement for just one day or something like that. He's gonna bring his Arcana, and then he's testing his new Empress build, and he's been pumping. We've been playing with him multiple times on Echidna Hard, and he's a good crit sin, and he's generally good at the game, so I'm kind of excited to play with him for the first time. This is the first time playing with him too. Now next one, we have CL. You guys know him already. He did the Aeromancer interview with me. He still plays Wind Fury, the Nightmare version. If you guys are interested in what kind of builds that he do, the interview videos in YouTube. He also has a Soul Eater. He was thinking about bringing a Soul Eater because his Soul Eater is about the same eye level. He wanted to play the Aeromancer because he's what is good with. He's really good at Aeromancer. He's been playing Aeromancer for a while, ever since Theomine the First race. He beat Theomine the First with his Aeromancer. And the next person is Ryung. We have Ryung here too. I interviewed her as well for PS Shadowhunter. She's a well-known PS Shadowhunter, and it looks like she's going to advance hone the rest for +10, so she's going to be 1653. There's a nice episode of PS3 Shadowhunter, Perfect Suppression, Hitmaster Shadowhunter. So if you want to know about that build, there's an interview video with her as well. So technically she is the main DPS for party 2. Scylla is just as strong, but her spec is insane. It's insanely high. PS Shadowhunter, this is a high swiftness, a little bit lower crit, with the bracelet being swiftness and crit. So she does lack a little bit of crit rate. Her her having double crit synergy makes this particular build super strong. So this team 2 Hitmaster is looking really strong. They're not going to be very reliant on position either. We have the party 2 support as Wine Blue. So Wine Blue has 3 characters that are 1640. He has Artist, Paladin, and Bard. The party 2 guys wanted his Paladin, so I'm pretty sure he's coming with his Paladin. And from here, these people are the initial party members that we had for Echidna Heart. Team 3 and Team 4 is when we collected all the new people. So before talking about these guys, I also missed Albaman actually. Albaman was in our party as well. So Scylla, instead of Scylla, it would be Albaman. Team 3 and 4, this is how I collected my team. Personally, 8-man with Echidna Heart, I asked people who wanted to stay, and Lost Boy said he wanted to leave to make his own group, so that's fine. So we had 7 people left, correct? The reason why I didn't ask different streamer team to join this team is because there's going to be too much audio. It's already hectic with 8 people doing a prog raid, and sometimes chit-chatting and like having fun is okay too, but if you don't make any progress, people are going to get stressed out. And as a raid lead, I want to have a certain amount of fun, plus I want people to be progressing enough, and having 16 people is going to be more than double the problem that the 8-man causes. So like, let's say if someone gets like angry or something like that, right? It's double the chance someone gets angry. Our idea was I ask my raid members to bring 1 or 2 friends so that we just like collect as it is. So CL had a couple of friends to invite in our group, and I talked to them. And most of these guys they usually don't talk as much. And they were looking for groups that don't talk as much either. When I say don't talk as much, just about as maybe me, Saint, and Benji kind of stuff. Like I yap a lot when there's like a certain topic, but I don't yap 24/7. So going over for Team 3. Team 3 is Entropy, so they're just going to be back. So Herang is the Glavier player that made the DPS tier list with me, with Judao. She is known to be one of the best Glavier in the Theomine plus the players that do like a lot of busing. She does both Control and Pinnacle, and she was testing out some Control to see what she wanted to use, and she's going to be in Team 2. And it looks like she's using Control right now because apparently this particular Control build, with the amount of synergies that the team provide, she said about 5% more. But I don't know what 5% more exactly is, but apparently Control, if you have the perfect environment ready to go, it is stronger. So basically she does both Control and Pinnacle. She only have been playing Glavier. It's just one character. She's a company worker, so she doesn't play as much. So she's like a 1 character person, 1 or 2 character person. Next one, we have Tamway, and Tamway is CL's friend, and he's a striker player. And it seems like he has striker, and then rest of the characters are a little bit lower. So this is also 1 character, one trick players. And I really like 1 trick players is because if you played striker for a very long time, I would say you're you're a reliable teammate. I'd rather have someone that just switched the class and come in when he doesn't even know the class. And he plays Defla. I'm pretty sure he's gonna play Defla afterwards too. CL said he doesn't talk much, so I'm pretty sure we're not gonna hear him unless I say something to him. Now next one, we have Mepi Nyan Punch. So his name is Mepi, and he streams in Korean for Korean audience, and he's Albaman's friend. He only plays War Dancer, so he plays a lot of War Dancer. I heard he plays Esoteric. He also has FI, but he has multiple builds, and he's been playing War Dancer ever since the release of Theomine. So other than that, I don't have that much information about him other than being Albaman's friend. So I did put him in Entropy section, but these guys can move around the team just in case if there's anything better in terms of synergy to be done. So Gao here, 가을 in Korean, it means autumn in English. She played with us during Theomine the first race. So Herang here, the Glavier, Kaul and Devil Rang here is the players that played with me during the Theomine race. She's really good bard. She was in the main team. I think she plays a lot of Overwatch, but I'm not particularly sure. But she's a friend of Herang. She brought her with her. The reason why I matched Herang with Gaur on the support is because you want to play with a support that you're used to playing with, because the support kind of know. Like, this is a question for you guys. When you have a static and when you play with a support friend, your support friend basically knows like when to give buffs to you kind of stuff, or where to place their sound vibration if you play with them for a very long time. So I kind of value that a lot. I matched them together with in the team. team. Okay, so we got team 3 Entropy here. Now we got the 4th team. The reason why this is hybrid and Hitmaster is because we were looking for Hitmaster players, but the players that we've been receiving are classes that doesn't really fit the category. So Album Man is kind of left out here. So Glavier doesn't really fit here. He's a good... You never said anything about it, but he's a one character Andy as well. He plays Glavier and he plays Gunslinger at 1631. He's a really good Glavier player. People wanted me to interview him one day for Glavier tips. His uptime is insane. Sometimes when I watch him or observe him when I'm dead, his uptime is very, very good. To a point that his parry is always do damage every cooldown. And he is also a very quick learner. For example, when we were doing Echidna Hard, he was the first one that figured out the mirror mech really quickly and they pinged afterwards, right? So he's a smart guy and I'm glad that he's still in the team. He's nice. All of you guys are saying he has a very nice voice too. Apparently he is also streaming and the other guys are streaming. I should tell them what their links are because they said they do stream to show them their friends on their progs. Later on, I think this doc will have their links to their streams as well if you guys want to see. Okay, so we have Nami. He actually has the name Nami in Korean. So this is Nami. This is also CL's friend. This guy, so CL told me that he has 2 accounts and he plays a lot. I'm very confident he's one of the best summoner players out there. To a point that even Saint said he was pretty good because he did play with them. We did play with him multiple times for Echidna Hard and Theamine. When I see him play, I would say he is one of the best summoner players I've seen because again, there's not that many summoner players out there. But when I play with summoner, they're always dead on the floor after trying to cast Ancient Spear. You know, when you're doing the pharmacy and then the Ancient Spear kind of lands, but you're stuck in animation and then, you know, you're sometimes you get your ass beat. Also, another thing, I did ask him, or will you be okay coming to Team 1? Next one, we have Bulbichang. He is a gunslinger player, 1662. He has a very high eye level, which is very interesting. He is Ryung's friend, and apparently he's a professional league player, ex-professional league player. That gives me a lot of thumbs up because they're usually good at those ARPG, those dodging and that stuff, right? I guess that's the requirement for gunslingers. If you're a gunslinger player, are you good or not? Oh, I was league player, maybe. But that's the information. I actually never played with them. So a lot of these guys, I never played with them. I never played with Bulbi-chan, and I have never played Hanshu. Now we have Hanshu here. Hanshu is with Bulbi-chan. They're together as a group. I've never seen him or her talk. They're usually quiet. The 4th bard is the player that came with the gunslinger. So we do have a really cool team. So yeah, that wraps up the Behemoth teams. So we just need to wait until March 21st, see what happens. Hope you guys are excited just as much as I am, man.